afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, your lord and master, your vox populi, off to a 1v1 on Nexus. Even as Basil is currently savagely attacking my left hand. Ooh. Anyways, we got in the east, Borobadger fighting for the Oberkommando Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 3rd Panzerdivision. With Overwatch, Elite Armour and Luftwaffe Ground Forces tripling from there for him with the full to start here. There's in the west of his Orangepest, now calling himself Strident. Fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, the 2nd Mechanized Corps. With Urban Defensive featuring Fort Headquarters, line to tank guns, shock troopers, booby traps, and the KV-2 heavy assault tank out. With infantry, mines, and anti-tank gun bulletins there. We got double force there, double concept engineers there. Bit of double everything except the Storm Pioneers there for Borobadger. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters. These wonderful, heroic, charming, handsome, perhaps even beautiful people who keep supporting the Propagandacast with their hard-earned money. My heart goes out to those. And thank you, all of you. You too can join the ranks if you aren't already by pledging on Patreon yourself. Links in the description. You just pop in a donation on PayPal. And as always, comments, like, share, subscribe, all that. Always welcome. And of course, Basil would also like you if you donated or pledged, or in this case, if I sacrificed my left hand to him. Anyways, so far not much going on here. We got more folks on the way there for Borobadger. First shots fired here. Double control there lined up, meaning they can quite easily deal with the Storm Pioneer squad. So single full squad, they're causing a more pitched battle. Things will go a bit differently quickly. 3rd con squad there for Orangepest. The triple concept engineer build, quite common versus the Soviets, and you can then go for double flamethrowers, and flamethrowers are generally quite effective versus the Oberkommando West. We got the full squad there versus the conscripts. Storm Pioneer moving about. Full moving out there from the base. Not much. We've got sandbags in the center. Always good work there, sandbagging. Not something you want to overlook. Not a lot yet, I think, there from either side. But he's got some in center. There you go. Shots first. Fired. Here's Borobadger. Scouts upon Orangepest position there. Rifle fire going back and forth here across this small railway line. In the south, there we also have sandbags. Plenty there for Borobadger. Thumbs up there to him as well. Sturm Pioneer holding up. We got more foot there for Borobadger. Pretty heavy infantry build. Actually, there's none that really heavily synergized with this, except I would say Luftwaffe Ground Forces, the Vanguard Assault. To a lesser degree, you can't fool the Fatherland with Overwatch, but for the Fatherland is such an awkward ability to use, so it tends to see, shall we say, a less usage. But there you go, flamethrowers on the way there for Orangepest engineers, something to light up the fascists with and warm them up on a warm summer day. Try on the way there for Orangepest. Good chances of battle with headquarters, but always be mechanized there. We got folks going this, and Sturm Pioneer pursuing the country. They couldn't fall back to the secondary position. A new line of defense with which to throw back the fascists of North. Here, super engineers here. Bit of skirmishing there. We got medics ready as well there for Orangepest. Very good. Truck there round for Borobadger, and again we'll have to see what he goes for. Up here we got Bunhunt going over. The conscript force retreated for Orangepest has realized the position cannot be held, no matter how much he fervently wishes for it, or how much he threatens the men. They'll be sent to Gulag. So he basically gives up and allows them to retreat in the south. The victory was seized there by Orangepest, keeping up pressure there as his opponent. Cat now sulking a bit away from me because I didn't allow him to tear my hand to shreds. Poor little kitty cat. Schwerer very much slept there. Again, no clear idea what's going, but the fact he's moving further forward here could indicate mechanized, but it could also be battle with heads like this. Yeah, it's mechanized there for Borobadger. In this case, allows us up a repair position further forward for future fighting here versus Orangepest. Standard stuff versus Orangepest. Support company is going to happen here, most likely a field gun, maybe a Maxim, and perhaps even maybe a mortar here for Orangepest versus Borobadger. We got the full Storm Punch something about here. Full opening up the conscripts. Mechanized regiment almost done. Continues moving forwards here under Orangepest command, charging at the front. We got a big pitch battle here, or medium pitch battle, but there you go. Worth noting is focused down the Storm Pioneers first, but also very worth noting is merging and conscripts and units keeping their full strength. But at this point, he's on some issues there, but still did some damage. Battle almost, I think, swung in favour than Orangepest, but a bit of bad RNG here, I think. Bit of bad luck. Rather gave ultimately Borobadger the win here, but it was pretty close. Also, the fact there's another full squad here attacking from the side probably also ultimately had a big hand in it. Back here, troops reinforcing, of course, got those medics running to heal up the troops, patch them up, and of course, tell them to not get shot again. The most important part of any medic's role. Come on, buddy, stop getting shot. Only babies get shot. Really? Well, I don't know. What do I look like? A baby expert? Anyways, mechanized wrecking there with the looks on the way there for Borobadger. The leichte Panzer II, Ausstellungspanzer in this case, but reconnaissance variation of the Panzer II. Light tank. Sandbags there. Sturmpioneer setting out. Pump company as expected for Orangepest. I mean, no great surprises there. No great surprises. And again, Basil singing a sad little song about, you know, how he's totally supposed to be able to tear my hand to shreds. Anyways, looks almost down there for Borobadger. Sturmpioneer charging in now on their own. The country will struggle a bit versus this. If they have Molotovs, there might be a way to turn this further around there, but it's going to be a bit close. We've got shots. Oh, actually, apparently they're winning this one, actually. Probably the part down here to Borobadger approaching without using much weight to, like, negate the incoming fire there. Was close, though, but heading for something through here, the terrain, that way negating a lot of the incoming fire, he would have not suffered any losses. So Borobadger could have done that more smartly and cleanly. In the end, he did win, but it was ultimately by pouring more troops into it, not by playing the one squad he had there smartly. Looks out there. He's going to have to go, like, emergency calling the M42. He's going to have to go for this is 3 soon. The shock troop disregard. Awkwardly timed for Orangepest. As well, the shock troopers can do many things when fighting the Germans. Dealing with tanks is not one of them. And there you go. We got the M42 out here for Orangepest. The light anti-tank gun. Fast and mobile good rate of fire. Obviously, less impressive against heavy armor, but it's out now, unlike this is 3. It is out. Up on the being hit, needs to launch counterattack. We got more looks here for Borobadger, really committing heavily to the light tanks here versus his Marxist opponent. Could try for a smoke grenade here versus Borobadger. Up north, the country round with a full grenadier. Got the point here secured as well. Back here, reinforcing healing. Borobadger decides the second looks is not what the fatherland needs. At least not what he needs. Continues moving ahead here. Larger formation heading north. So Borobadger now getting most of the map here versus Orangepest. Got a cannon method plus take there for Borobadger. He's obviously worried about the possibility of T-sending out here for Orangepest, though currently I don't think it's something to worry about a lot. Quick anti-tank and hit there on the looks. Another shot there. Again, has a high rate of fire, so while individually the shots made a lot of damage. Got a pair of them going just to set up one in a really good spot. And it can actually threaten stuff that looks quite efficiently. Plus, in a pinch, it can switch over to high explosive shots. And of course, do damage to infantry as well. Though I do believe the 45mm gun actually would fire fragmentation shells and not high explosive shells. In fact, the Soviets were quite big users of those. That is fragmentation shells on their lighter stuff. I think in the Germans and some of the lighter equipment actually had fragmentation shells as well. Fun fact there. Probably should switch over to that you want to do with the Fultz Grenadiers. In this case, apparently the threat is sufficient there. By Kenneth with the Fultz there. Looks holding up, truck moving ahead. Probably going to set up either around here or around here to defend the southern points. We shall see. North side being claimed there by Orangepest. We got looks from Fort back up the Sturmpioneer. Trying to get close enough, get up an anti-tank grenade, allow the entertainer to finish off the job here. Point secure. Mine's going down all over the place by Orangepest. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Shock troopers holding out. Back here, troops reinforcing. Setting out. Should be our punch, of course, going for the cutoff point there as well. Next, the mechanized regular, a smaller forward base here for Borobadger and Deutschland. Talking about there, worth noting, most squads have been equipped with the Sturmgewehr 44 for Borobadger. tech is going up there as well for Orangepest. He may go for the fast season versus Borobadger. He may also go for Nation 6. Or he may just try and push for the mechanized armor company. And now, timing wise, I could certainly see the lotting. And there you go. Gets a bit too cocky. Anti-tank grenade off, but the anti-tank being pursued by a large chunk of infantry. And Orangepest lacks a way to deal with that. Mine, though, does help a bunch there, but I don't think it's going to be sufficient. It's not going to be sufficient in the end. So once more, Borobadger here sees the lead versus Orangepest. Grabs the initiative and takes hold of it. Tank coming up there, almost done. In fact, he may be forced to go for the T-70 even though doesn't want to. And the current rate here of engagement between him and Borobadger. We do get the T-70 at 10-minute mark. T-70 is typically a bit on the late side. Can be a bit risky depending on what your opponent is doing. So, worth keeping in mind there. We do see he's not pushing straight ahead. Then even then it's going to take some time to get up medium armor. But even then it is still nonetheless technically a bit risky there. But again, necessary to deal with infantry, but pressure and also keep that looks a bit more in check. Certainly one of the strengths of the looks, it is the sort of unit that you can't quite ignore, even if you want to. Like, well handled, it can be a pain in the posterior. And of course, in a pinch, like if he does get hit with medium armor, he can also then go for more field guns, or he can go for the Issue 6M. Pushing ahead there, folks call out them with the conscripts. Sandbags down there for Borobadger at plenty, worth noting. He's gone for elite armbar with the 221. Inventory repairs, Panzer Commander, Heat Shells, and the Sturm Tiger. But he actually doesn't bother with the 221. He's increasingly actually quite common sight there with the elite armor player, which has quickly become the most, almost most used to think of a commercial option. So, bit worth noting there. Quick from the T-70 looks, another hit from the anti-tank gun. Also then the heavy fire from the T-70 up north, got to push there as well, trying to defend the fuel point there from the Archists. Grenades off here around the Fultz doing damage there. Choosing north and south, they're constantly ahead there. T-70 doing some heavy damage. Light machine guns halfway done. Also, no one's got that machine gun ready. Guns doing damage. Quick hit there from the anti-tank and looks, pushing down to half health. Got both fuel pods under control there, but there you go. Fultz wants to counter and south with the T-70 to support here. Halting perhaps the counterattack they've set up correctly. They'll of course get simply risk getting a face full of Pantherfast, but there you go. Heavy finding there. Fultz being pushed back. Got the northern fuel. Someone is almost under control as well. And there you go. Narrowly avoided falling into the hands of the Soviets, but it's ultimately forced back as well to get a push in the center. We got the Orbison in there with the light machine gun. The Fultz with the Sturmgewehrs. And of course, their faith in Enzig. T-70 forward, so they got 3 kills on it. Closing message 1 here. Orbison forced to retreat here. Pushed back under heavy, withering fire from the T-70 light tank. We got maximum load for Orangepest to deal with Borobadger's infantry. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, though at this rate he may eventually need some anti-tanks. In fact, he will need some anti-tank guns or assault guns, because he's soon going to get hit by a Pantherfall here from under Borobadger's command. And with the fuel points being hit, Borobadger able to get so much fuel before that, even with the double fuel points, that theoretically as not being under Borobadger's command, he's still not far away from that Pantherfall model, yay. And Orangepest doesn't quite have any serious threat to it at the moment. Like the M42, for example, is not going to cut it on its own, and the T-70 certainly is going to be effectively not much of a stopgap there either. So I've got control on the point, but we've got 2 Fultz within waiting, ready to deal with any Bolsheviks there. Chops will launch from the north, but are going to likely head into the Schwerpanzer quarters soon if they're not careful. Still, Orangepest is holding a good chunk on the map, but he is struggling to really get the fuel edge there in his opponent, push out with that. But he could consider taking up soon and begin pushing from medium armor here versus Borobadger. He could soon do it nonetheless. But before that, he will need anti-tank guns or a bunch of assault guns. I mean, he could try and just stall for the, say, T-54, whatever they're on the back of the T-70 light anti-tank gun, but I would have to describe it as being exceedingly risky and ballsy. Not impossible, but Certainly not what I'd recommend in most cases. Quick shots there. Looks full to being pushed back here by Orangepest once more. Full kill threats into one. Back we got troops reinforcing him in there for Orangepest. And yup, that's going to be attacked. There he is. Basically going to push for medium armor here. Versus Borobadger. With only access to a light anti-tank grenade, he's sending punch a motley collection of anti-tank grenades to stop it. Is this an anti-tank grenade? No, Dimitri. That's a potato in a sock. Oh. Panzer on the way there for Borobadger in Deutschland.
Make ready to move.
Using the southern point there, almost going to neutral once more. You could actually go for T-34 from 6 soon. Though he's going to need several of them to really challenge Borobadger, but he could go for it. Of course, we also go for the H-5. We got mines up north there from Orangepest. Thumbs up to that. Very good there. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. And south they got the full pushing for the conscripts. Okay, enough halfway down there for Borobadger. In Germany, Deutschland. He's clearly worried about the armored threat here from Orangepest and the Red Army. Constantly there pushing force. Please careful. There we got the Shrap Hunter called us shattering a market stall as he tried to deal with the conscripts. It turns out that market stall was pretty damn tough. It really took some hits before it collapsed. Panzer IV model J there ready for Borobadger. Likely seeing the Panzer Commander. T-76 it from Lekenwerfer. Looks like he's staying up for the H-5 and sending the Panzer model J out there. I cannot fault him for that. There's also a more far-fetched. He's going to try to stall for the KV-2. Go for the light anti-tank gun. Another light anti-tank gun there for Orangepest. That definitely smells like he's trying to stall for the KV-2 heavy assault tank here. Using M42s, which... I mean, I think the nice way to put it is incredibly ambitious. Less nice would be utterly insane. In the membrane. Insane in the brain. Anyways. Comes there with Incendiary Grenade, taking a hit there. Full constant hit there. That the anti-tanks are ready. Shots bouncing off the Panzer IV's armor. Still, it does fall back as it's down to half health, so they're clearly not completely useless, obviously, but it's still a bit of a high-risk maneuver. They got booby traps in the cup on there from Orangepest. Of course, he probably wants to booby trap the fuel point itself. Fixing up the T-Sun light tank. Flare mounts going off there under Borobadger's men. Blowing off feet and noses. Contacting yourself is there, close to 3. Shock troops being hit from the Panzer IV. Another kill there, 5 kills. T-Sim sitting forward there. It's the same jump again in the Panzer IV, though not quite with the expert accuracy. Panzer IV rushing in. Ground center with engineers. Anti-tank has been camouflaged, having to bait Borobadger into charging into them. Close range, which is typically how they've used like late war. The M42s they actually used to the end of the war. It's basically be set up like in ambush positions, like surprise attack at close range in the sidearm and just punch holes into it there. Fun fact. Panzer flying ahead here, 9 kills, close threats into 1. Shot bounces over the Panzer IV's armor. We got 396 to 365. I mean, Orangepest still's got good map control despite all others, and again, it definitely seems like he is now struggling for the KV-2, and he's somehow managing it. Arguably, Borobadger probably could be pushing a bit harder here. Maybe some more orbs of Darden here versus Orangepest. Also think some attacks from angles that Orangepest isn't expecting. I think better focus for Borobadger. could make some better progress. So first we've got a flank here, Panther moving through the centre. Looks like he got a bit too aggressive here. Damn, it's ending the Panther force up close range with the anti-tank. Might have a chance, but then again, at close range, the anti-tank will certainly also be a lot more effective. There we go. Down to less than a quarter of health here. But they got the foots on the work there. Teasing in there. Oh dear, shot bounces. Merging with it just the nick of time. Looks bringing this on the Panther 4 further on health. Anti-tank has almost got the Panther 4. Can he get rid of it? They got constantly up there. Heavy brutal finding there, and there we go. The Panther 4 is out of the war. A stinging blow there to Borobadger. He got a bit too overconfident and should have reminded himself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. It's nice down to Panther 4, and Orangepest hasn't lost the T-70. Meanwhile, Shocks are going for the support weapons to the infantry there, though he still needs to deal with the looks, which is still a problem, but obviously is less an issue than the Panther 4, particularly once he gets out the KV2 very, very soon, and this is going to be a big problem for Borobadger, who then only has to the K members really deal with him. He could also grab the M42s, and he may just do that. Then most of the KV2 and the M42 and the tank guns will fall a bit short. He's going to yeah, he's going to salvage them. Group check goes up, taking out like Kedner, forcing retreat there. Very close to the KV2 heavy assault tank for Orangepest. Close but not quite, close but not quite.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
The camera's routed. Troops sitting out there, back troops reinforcing healing. Folks routed by the T-Sim light tank, close to the fleet. There we go, the KV2 heavy assault tank out there for Orangepest, the Red Army. Up north, if I've been clear out here, but the T-Sim could get a wipe, that'd be pretty great there for Orangepest, and certainly a bit of a headache there for Borobadger. He's close. But there you go, double again there. It's taken out with the flanking placements. A nice little trap there by Borobadger, slapping Orangepest right in the face with a smile. Engineers in trouble right there. Still, there's the KV2 to deal with, to contend with this behemoth of Soviet Stalinist steel. Will Borobadger be ready for it? Well, Fritz, Jürgen and Ludwig were not. Borobadger here decides to escalate with a Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5, which should challenge the KV2 heavy assault tank. Not a bad idea there by Borobadger, not a bad idea. Well, obviously, of course, we goes for next. We've got a boom tech, not mine, just going off the first of these. Dietrich and Dieter found themselves short their lives. Back here, reinforcing healing. Quick retreat in the face of the KV2 heavy assault tank here from Orangepest. Oh, nice attempt there, but the shot went a bit too far. Season silent pointed with the conscripts. Looks like an T3 there, going to go for those conscripts. Panther almost done as well there for Borobadger in Germany and Deutschland. Some of the fuel for one in the neutral. Got the Panther ready there, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Sandbags instead of being held down by Strident. There's Orangepest. And technically in case of a Raiden's base. Nice work there. Adding the Panzer commander to the Panther. We've got the Storm Panther, the Panther moving forward. We've got the heat rounds all reloaded into the gun there. As he goes in a hot pursuit there, the KV2 looking to finish off this monster. But it's forcible to be careful there. We got like everything's back up. One more routed here to the conscience of the Maxim there. No, by the way, but you two down in Orangepest Maxim with 3 kills. Up north, another push. We've got Orbison conscience coming in. They need more support to deal with that, but it's not forthcoming. Orangepest not far away from a T-54 from 6, but with the Panther on the field, he may of course be more likely to commit to an issue to farm to deal with that threat. We should go see what he goes for here. Certainly a few options there available for Orangepest. The fact it's not going for the T-34 from 6 now has to resources. Certainly I think reinforce the possibility here of a Nation 5. Massive crew though, cut to ribbons. By the sheer weight of numbers, the Borobadger brought to bear against them. Shock moving in there. Close going to be T3. Grenade to the midst of the folks doing some damage. Coh2 moving ahead as well. Bit damage, not completely. Damage beyond repair. And there you go. Good hit by the Coh2 and the Panther. Back to heat shells for it. One spot going at it against the Coh2 tank here. Not enough support here though for the Coh2 against the Panther. The Panther made just a shot. They've got Max and they're fighting bangly against the sheer numbers of folks here under Borobadger's command. Need to fall back soon here. Need to fall back. Up north, the point makes we've got a country squad left in behind there. Interesting. Coh2 back getting fixed up. And we got a field gun out there. Not an issue to farm, interesting enough, but a field gun. You kind of almost figured to go for the issue 5 here. But clearly, Orangepest plans are a bit different than what we mere mortals may imagine. Close one there, close up on the Coh2. Panther, they're waiting repairs. Got repair parties from there for Borobadger. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Ground northern fuel point there. Still hard to say there what Orangepest is planning further. Fix on the Coh2. Ground the centre, ground the north, sandbags up. Up north they concentrate. Oh dear, that's just terrible there for Orangepest. The concentrate is just being executed. They're caught laying down sandbags. I'm not surprised if they get wiped. I mean, it'd be very lucky for them if they didn't, and apparently Orangepest just has that much luck. You got the shotgun to deal with the orbs, and then they're going to have to close in, and then orbs on, yeah, got a blend cover there, nice throw there, prevents a direct push. Also gives the orbs on more time to, like, you know, get to better positions, and they can't just pursue directly, they have to go around it. That buys the orbs on some time. There's a nice throw there by Borobadger, and there you go, pulls it with the shock troopers. Quick grenade, got troops moving in the counterattack here from Borobadger, moving to assist. Mine goes off though, killing several folks in the orbs, and have to retreat their solo on health. Any further fighting would likely result in their deaths. Pointlessly at that. Up north here, comes being swarmed. And then South Coh2 coming in. There you go, wipes one of Borobadger's folks squads. Utterly annihilated. There's a 152mm high explosive shell just lands right between their feet and just blows them all apart. So got veterans one there. We got 10 kills on the Coh2. Which unlocks the Inspire Infantry ability, which is an ability most people never use. Coh2 moving about. And then he does commit to the T-34 76, no T-5s here from Orangepest. I was almost expecting that, but the T-34 certainly helps with the infantry. We got demo charges there. I'm guessing he wants to clear up some lines of fire there by dealing with the shrubbery. It's rare that you see someone actually use the demolition charge, but that's technically what they're supposed to be used for as well, but you know, just most people don't go for them. There we go. Of course, the mini squirrels hiding inside the shrubbery, of course, got exploded as well. Alright, the T-34 ready there for Orangepest. Bit of a tight position, got the Coh2 moving about there. Pushing the centre here by Borobadger. North side there, lost the German. South side being claimed as well here. Orangepest really starting to feel the pressure here from Borobadger in Germany. There you go, Coh2 shoots, doesn't quite land a hit. Panther up through the centre here. Veterans is one and not a single kill there. I imagine Borobadger's going to go for some sort of tank here. Possibly another Panther. Possibly, I mean, Stormtaker is also a possibility. I'm not sure it's going to be helpful. I mean, the second Panther would definitely give, I think, Orangepest a bit of a hard time. KV2, I think, pushed too far ahead there. Bit of a mistake there by Orangepest. Could cost him the KV2 heavy tank here. Versus there go. We got heat rounds. We got the rockets. We got the Panther charging ahead there. KV2 barely up. Only a sliver of health there. Panther moves forward. Shoots in a few seconds. And gets the KV2 a stinging blow there to Orangepest and the German army. As his larger tanks combusts. The munitions ruptured. And incinerating the entire crew. We got a Sturmtiger out now here for Borobadger. Possibly trying to lost the KV2. We do have the T-Fed Fossil 6 out there, but any KV2's further is going to be a bit later there. Orangepest, I think, to put it generously. So with this, Borobadger gained, I think, a significant edge over his opponent. He still has the Panther, but of course now he has the Sturmtiger as well. Equipped with a 38cm rocket. South got folks going around the conscript, well, routed by the conscript, Maxim. Oh dear, there's need to quickly get out of there. Hoorah! As it probably would have been a succumb the odds before they got utterly just annihilated by that Sturmtiger. Maxim retreating in the face of the Sturmtiger. Great from the field gun in the south, they got the T-50 Marine shock troops being hammered as well there by the Schwer Panzer quarters. Panther rushing forwards, good hit on the T-50 Fossil 6. Anti-tank grenades for much of an impact there without further downtime. First, there we go. 9 anti-tank grenade might work. Got artillery calling, got Luke's charging in here. Orangepest in a really bad place now. Borobadger keeps hanging away there. Hits a mine, but he takes out the T-50 Fossil 6. Further, things solidifying this battle now in Borobadger's favour. Artillery shattering Orangepest's men. Blown to bits. He's still getting the field gun safe alongside the constant squad, but armor-wise, he's got none left now. Was Borobadger suddenly strong advantage. Panther bed T2. Armored side skirts up, but there you go. Taking a lot of damage still, might be able to take it off there of the war, but no, he's going to lose the field gun crew first. And now has no way of finishing off the Panther. Land Borobadger just pull it to safety here. Luke's power there is very, very close to the east level here. We got coming up there further home due to damage, but can't finish off the Panther still. China concussive grenade works out. Sturmtiger moves in and didn't kill anything. But you thought it did. Just for a brief moment there, you thought it did. I did too. Of course, needs to reload the Sturmtiger there with one of its massive rockets. Fixing up the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Heading for the south of the shock troopers. North we got folks, there's the conscripts. We got 250, 115 for Germany. This we got Orangepest still is ahead, but he's trying to get it more armor. He's closer than another KV2 here versus Borobadger though. Sturmtiger also the way in getting reloaded. Panther's almost good to go there for Borobadger. The Volkskamp is advancing on the northern victory point. We got 245s of 332. Troops reinforcing healing there as well. Field being moved northwards. Lone health there as well. Panther's almost good to go, and there it is. Luke's also gaining the east level. 35 kills. Unlocks the suppressive fire ability. Not that anyone really uses it, but it's there. It is there. And there you go. Second KV2 heavy tank out here for Orangepest. Another behemoth dragged out from some ancient, dusty Soviet tank reliquary to be unleashed against the Germans. Up north, they promise used by the Volksgrenadiers. Rolling in aggressively with the KV2. Back here, point being seized as well. Try on the way there for Borobadger. Good hit, they almost wiped the entire squad.
Panther, ready to move.
217 versus 323. Can Orangepest pull through with this? Are the odds with them? As this Borobadger's win, I mean, looking at force size, he definitely has a much larger one. And certainly speaks not greatly in Orangepest's favour. Who is considerably less well populated right now, for being pushed back. Panther hit Sturmtiger as well there. Go straight for the fielding, I think, with the Sturmtiger. There you go, great hits from the KV2 as well. There you go, field him up, moving in time. Then there we go, rocket screams in there. Incinerating the crew, almost gets the nearby units, but the KV2 gets done, allowing the Panther in fact, push right past with the Comet Blitz and heat shells. Comet Blitz probably increases rate of fire as well, as that KV2 is in a real world of head though, Kevin as well. They almost got the KV2 in there, got the KV2 goes down. On that, I think Orangepest is very much out of the war here. A victory for Borobadger, victory for Germany, Deutschland. Oh, actually used the grenade launcher there anyways. Now Verteidigungswaffe. GG, game over. A loss there for Orangepest, a victory for Borobadger, a victory for Deutschland. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell a family, but don't channel these. This is Imperial Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.